I will try and keep my chat at a minimum. Let's just, oh no, you can't even see my head. It's a very exciting head, but there you go. Oh, come on, Joanna. Right, my name's actually Joanne, but when I'm, rubbish, I call myself Joanna. Okie dokie. So let's start with doing a little bit of work for the old knees, because mine feel like they're about 120 minutes. And I bought a knee thing from Home Bargains.
What knee thing?
Like a knee support.
Oh, yeah.
And I wasn't expecting much anyway, but I got it at home and I opened it. It was only a couple of quid. And there were no knee support in it. They were just like this silver, it looked like a bullet. This heavy silver. I thought, what the hell? So, and then circle the other way. So someone said, just take it back. I thought, oh, I don't know if I can be bothered going back for £2. And two,
right.
and one, and then just bend the knees and then just circle. So while we're doing this, guys, we've all got to sing happy birthday, because I was a bad friend yesterday. I didn't send a message till later. It was Serena's birthday yesterday. Happy birthday to you. Squash tomatoes and stew. And do. Oh, yeah. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Well done, guys. And then I'm just going to use this, guys, just to get myself up with this knee. So just hold and then gently take a beautiful in-breath. Deep inhale. 4 more. 3. 2. Last one. Beautiful, well done. Just take that foot over, just take the hips back, chin to chest and gently down. Mace has been sending pictures every day of the mountain.
Where's he gone?
He's gone to France to San Juan, but he said he's never skied on, so he said it is absolutely stunning, the mountain. Just really gorgeous, clean, peace, and the weather has been incredible. So we're all like, we hate you, and then he's just sent a message saying, hello you jealous lot, you'll be very happy to know that today it's a white out, so he can't ski today. Oh, and then generally,
Who's he gone with?
Oh, he's gone with a lot of old men. No, he's gone with my brother.
Oh,
yeah, old man. Yeah, and there's about 8 of them, I think. I think the next youngest to Mace, bearing in mind he's 24, is probably 38. A couple of 4-year-olds and then a load of 50-year-olds.
I'm losing that.
More. 3. 2. 1. And just hold. Beautiful. Take that foot over, a little bit of softness in that front knee, chin to chest, hips backwards and gently down. Is it cool down?
I thought it was this morning when I set off.
Yeah.
I went and had to go pick a prescription up and post them back and I thought it was chilly. But then on my way over here I thought, God, I'm too warm now with my scarf on.
Last one, breath in. fully up.
I haven't seen Jean for ages.
Seen her a bit. Gee, have you not? And
Because
let's
there was
put
no
the
room,
foot
wasn't
forward. Yeah. And then let's just go into our lunge. So just make sure you're softening that back knee as well as the front knee. Shoulders down and then back to centre.
He was ill, so I didn't. She brought my present to me in beginning in November for Christmas, and I didn't take mine because I thought we'd meet again. And then he was poorly and we hadn't met, so she hadn't got her Christmas present.
Oh.
And then I was going to meet her. I had that week off at Christmas, but there's been a few other issues with him, so she didn't want to leave him really.
Oh.
His speech ain't quite right, it's sort of gone a bit odd.
Oh, FOMO. We're talking about Jean Lorraine. You remember Jean Marshall from the Haven, her husband? Too.
So she only really leaves him for like
And then push that heel.
20 minutes, half an hour to walk dog near home and comes back. But she says once he picks up again, he's having some more physio.
Yeah.
Because his walking won't quite. I don't know whether.
So has he had a stroke?
He had that bleed on his brain.
Oh, like a TI.
And
then
they
the
thought
other
it
side,
was-
20 guys.
She thought he'd had a stroke when it happened. But it seems to have affected him like a stroke with his speech, and I don't know. She messaged me yesterday. She says everything's going all right with him, so I might get to see her.
Yeah.
I've told her I'll go
my
there
love.
because she lives near Pugneys, is it?
Pugneys. Yeah, that'd be nice to go for a walk around Pugneys. It's lovely.
So we could meet there,
5.
but at least she's near home in case she had to go back.
Yeah. 2, 1. And again, just drag that back heel down. Take a beautiful in breath. And out. In. And out. Last one. Excellent, beautiful. Okay, let's take our feet into second position. Keep the shoulders down, tight through the tummy, and we're just going to go back. Get well soon, Jana. If she does, she might do the recording this week. She normally does. She's having a right bloody nightmare with her teeth, isn't she?
She's great to have all implant things done. I couldn't do that. I still haven't got a tooth at bottom.
So expensive, aren't they, implants? They're about 3.5 grand out of
Okay, I'm not interested. I'm not bothered. I'll have my gap. I'm going back, I think, next week. Supposed to be talking about a bridge.
Yeah, my mum couldn't get my mum to have a bridge. She couldn't get on with it at all.
But I don't know if I'm going to, because it depends what it quotes me. I can do without, I think.
3.
Got used to it.
And 1, well done. I was trying to convince Finley to be a dentist. I'm like, they make loads of money, you know.
I do.
He's like, I'm not looking in people's smelly mouths all day. And then Jenny in town. I'm like, they don't smell like cocos, you know, most human beings. And then take both hands to one foot. Let the head just hang. And to the other side. And then breath in. back to centre, and then just soften the knees as you bring your feet back in, and then softly up. God, my legs feel tight today. Like an old crop. Okay, and then let's just do a little bit of mobilisation. So let's take it, retract, and then just straight forward. Retract. And it's a big cat in my garden. Can you see it?
What?
Might come up the steps in a minute. Big white one.
From back there? I watch it usually at that house down there.
4. It's a beautiful cat. 3, 2, 1, and then into your calf raise and a nice circle for 5. There it is. Oh, it's gone in next doors.
Where?
3. I can see it from it. It's gone now. 2, 1, and then circle the other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the other side. And 3, 2, 1. Well done. And then just do a little. 5, 4. I'm a physio on Friday with my head.
Mine's still not right.
Is it not?
I'll let you look at it.
And then the other side. Yeah, let's get what you chewing here. What are you doing next week? Have a look at my diary there.
Alright.
2. I'm sticking to this like can you hear it?
Feet.
And 1. Well done. And then just have a little step 2. We'll just do a little bit of mobilisation, and then we'll get some weights, guys. 4, 3, 2, 1, and the other side. I can never do it quite as good on this side. 4, 3. Quite a nice one this to do as well, to keep the shoulder mobile kind of to the side as well, kind of like that action. Just think about a figure 8. Anything that's a figure 8 is really good. Any circling actions is really good for the joints. I always think of those people, you know, like flamenco dancers. I think they must have fantastic wrists. Okay guys, let's pick up a weight. Do you want these trees, babe?
What are you doing?
Well,
you have the new ones, haven't you?
no, it's fine. So we're just going to take one weight at a time to start with. So always try your kind of, if you might not, but generally your non-surgical side is your stronger one, but not always. So always try the stronger side first. We're not going to go overhead because I think that might be what's exacerbating my neck a bit.
I feel like there's something stuck with mine.
Yeah.
And even when I'm not doing like exercise, just moving. Or I've leaned over and suffering.
You don't have to move a certain way, do you?
Creaks and
Yeah.
I thought, oh my god.
And then on the last day, just soften the supporting knee and just try and lift that other one. Beautiful. The other side, so 16 just with your foot down. I told you I'd ordered another couple of plants, didn't I? One of them was quite small again. driving over, so I ordered one from B&Q, and it said between 70 and 90 centimetres. I thought that's quite decent, isn't it? Anyway, it's not like 40 centimetres. But anyway, I'm listening to Kirsty, and hopefully Kirsty said that rubber plants grow quick. I've got another lovely one, I can't remember what it's called, I'll show you, we're in Norway. 3, 2, 1, beautiful, and then switch hands again, and just take it into that tricep one, guys. So keep your shoulder blade down, just take your arm really straight and just bend at that elbow as you come back in. One more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. The other side. 20 on this side, so shoulder blades down. Out. One. Beautiful. And then to the other. So just take it out, put your elbow into your waist, and then take that weight out, but keep the ribs down, and then we're just going to go to one. That's it, so you're just getting that into. You can do these with resistance bands on like door frames, which is one that physios always give you.
I could maybe do this with 3, I don't know.
Yeah, they feel it's quite easy, this one, isn't it, compared to a lot of them. They're not cheap, though, weights, are they? I think the 3s were...
I got them 3s before Christmas. And they'd gone up because I bought a new 2 and 1 last year sometime. Because I only had some little ones.
I think they were 16 and my 4s were 20.
I think I paid 20 for the 3s when I got them.
2, 1. I don't know why the 4s aren't coming, the 3s have anyway. This is clicking like that, this shoulder. Isn't it awful when you're getting older? Honestly, when you're younger, like if there's anyone watching this video in your 20s, you won't even think about neck pain or hip pain or... Imagine what it'd be like if we didn't move.
Oh no, disastrous. Because I feel pretty stiff lately.
6, 5.
See, Sarah's put the price up of the class, hasn't she?
3. Yeah, we're struggling with numbers big time.
Are you?
Yeah, and then I don't know how long we get. Well, we've become a charity. They've become a charity now.
Yeah,
so I thought that's what charity. I thought it was supposed to help fund things. That's why you got charity status. But the classes, there's Heidi every week, Sarah every week, Sharon most weeks, Caroline when she can with shift work, and that's it. Yeah. Well, it don't cover the room and me at all. So I said, look, but I said, look, she said, I don't understand it because when we do the Super Sunday events, like you always, the Pilates always comes out 10 out of 10. And so I said, I know, but the thing is, they're all from Horbury. I said, I'm not being funny, but I won't travel 45 minutes for an hour class and then 45 minutes back. It's 2.5 hours out of people's
I think that's what annoys me about it there. Everything's Wakefield based except for that.
Except for that, and I just said, I thought there's no amount of it, don't you dare volunteer to go to Wakefield.
Totally, no, don't.
Which I don't mind for Super Sundays, I do them really
No, but not for
subsidised, I'm not
every week,
bothered, but I can't every week. But I just said, look, if we need to cancel, you can join my Zooms, you know. I said, or I'm happy to give people from Aubrey Zooms for free. You can't do that.
No, you can't.
I said, well, I would do if it meant us keeping this class going for you guys. It's just, so we're offering a taster class. We're doing a video tomorrow night, a little video about what Pilates is. And then we're going to do a taster class, I think, on the 6th that's going to be free. But I said, the thing is, even if people come for a free class, I said,
will they keep coming?
when they stay for dance, they've got to, you know, they pay for 2 classes.
That's why I'd come probably on the weeks you don't dance.
Yeah, I mean, dance is great, but £16 for
Not
2 classes, plus your journey
because
time.
I'd have to pay. I know before
So
you
hard.
said I pay you for classes, so she never asked me for money. But I think she would if I stayed.
Yeah.
And even if I start coming, she might she?
Yeah.
And it's £8 now, and I think that's quite steep.
I mean, it's not really, is it? But it's just when you're travelling a long way as well. 3, 2.
Has the room gone up then?
Yeah, I
The
think
price
so.
of the room.
I'm not sure what she pays for the room, but we definitely run a loss. But I was saying Zoom's great, and I get that if people don't know about Pilates, you have got to be very careful. But I said that's down to me cueing things properly. And if people come to at least a couple of classes just to get to grips with it, so I can, you know, modify them.
Then it's too tired.
3. Yeah, we've done quite a lot, guys. We're going to really make sure we stretch out as well. But strength base obviously is so, and I was saying to her, you know, maybe people don't understand that after surgery, you know, movement for, you know, less risk of lymphedema, less risk of osteoporosis.
I read so much
strength
about
is
people
so
after surgery that don't even follow the exercises I might not have been given them. You know that when you leave hospital.
and then they get all these awful, yeah,
And I
well
think,
done, lovelies.
God, I did that when I left hospital.
Yeah, I know, and then pulling.
And I had good movement, really, me.
I do think though, for the dance, I do think a lot of it is the distance for people. But I said, why don't we target the Leeds? There must be some Leeds people in the MY group. And she said, well, there is. I said, well, that needs to be our target audience, surely, because they do loads of things for Wakefield at the Pluntergate.
All the time.
Drop-in centres every week. So
see, all them are at Wakefield, that's why I won't go. I
yeah.
did fancy that, I did that arm knitting or something last year, didn't I?
Yeah.
And I thought I'd quite fancy that, but I'm not going.
I mean, I don't mind, I quite love the Super Sundays, but it's different driving over for a day, isn't it, than going for, you know, at peak hour traffic, it's going to be at least, you'd have to give yourself an hour, and then that's another 2 hours, and then plus your class, so it's 3 hours.
No.
And then gently. So I do really get them, especially, you know, some people, they're not well, some of them as well.
Oh no, they're not.
So it's a lot, isn't it? And then circle.
I'm glad this class still runs though.
Oh, I never give this one up.
And it's still popular, isn't it?
Yeah. And then other side. But I did say to Sarah, it is probably worth asking people if they do, or I'd even send them recordings if it meant just, because Sarah and Heidi and Sharon really don't want it to end, obviously. But anyway.
Won't they do recording?
I don't know, I don't think she's asked her.
I would have thought Heidi would be up for whatever.
Zoom, Heidi doesn't want to do Zoom only because I understand that. She's just on a computer all day at work.
Oh, I am, but I'm not bothered.
No.
It's a different thing, isn't
And
it?
she loves the dance as well. And then I did say you could come to me if you want, I'd do you a class here. Martin's like, bloody hell, you work every night.
You won't want to do that, will he?
He moans, but he's only kidding. He just goes upstairs and watches football. And then just bring it.
I might like to see you. Not through a
He's
window.
going to see me for 16 days in South Africa. What's up with you? I said you'd be fed up.
It's not long now, is it?
No, not long at all. Okay, lovelies, let's come to the edge of our mat. So let's take a little chin to chest. Just give yourself that real softness in the knee, so you're taking the pressure away from the back. Take the hips backwards, the weight forwards, really, really slowly. Sending the sit bones up towards the ceiling. Yeah, let's do 3 of these. We normally just come straight down. Take a beautiful in-breath. And out. If you really feel tight today, just bend them knees even more. Take a breath in. And then articulate the spine, bone by bone, as we come back up. Let's do that 2 more times. So chin to chest, a little bit of softness in the knee, hips backwards, weight forwards. Oh, Kirsty, I went with Martin and Finn to watch that film you and Izzy went to see.
What have you seen?
Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh. Oh, it was so good. A bit of a weepy. And then gently up. Even Finley had a tear in his eye.
Did you?
Yeah. He went, Mum, I teared up in that. I said, oh, it's a good job you did, because May said if you don't, you haven't got a heart. And then gently up. And then last one. And then walk it out into that 4-point kneeling. Let me know if that's sun again. We always get it, don't we? On a Wednesday, the sun. Take a beautiful inhale as you take the back into that cow pose position. Breath in. Keep your head where it is and then start articulating from the tailbone as you start rounding the spine. The chin is the last thing to drop. And 3 more times. Out breath as you round. Inhale to stay. Out breath as we dip. Inhale to stay. Out breath round. One more. And then just come back to neutral. Just push your hands into the mat and then just lift your hips nice and high into that downward dog. Let's take the right heel down, hold that stretch. The left heel. I need to start positioning my mat away from the sun actually. And then again, it only seems to happen in this class. And one more. And then just come down and let's take a big toes together, knees out wide and just rest into that child's pose position. Letting your shoulders just relax. Taking some lovely in-breaths as you try and think about really breathing into the rib cage. So broadening the upper back when you breathe in. Out breath. And again. Two more. Last one. And then walk both hands round to the right, reach your top hand over your bottom hand. Take a beautiful inhale. And out. In. And out. Last one. And back to centre and to the other side. Take a beautiful in-breath. And beautiful. Well done. Okay, let's do some work for single leg kick work in prone. So you just come like this, just so you're nice and relaxed. And then you push your pubic bone down to the mat. Just draw that navel in. Yeah, imagine that you can slide an A4 piece of paper underneath your belly button. And then can you remember this one? You bend your knee, point the foot, and then you flex the foot, then you point the foot, and then you lengthen the leg, but try and keep the knee away. So point, flex, point, lengthen. Point, flex, point, lengthen. Point, sing a song at the same time if you can, and lengthen. Point, flex. So you're really working as you come in, point, flex, point. So you're working on muscles around the hamstrings, the bottom and the thighs as well. Keep the core engaged. 4, I lost it then. 3. So you point, you flex, and you're obviously getting that nice ankle mobility as well. Do you want me to shout it? Point, flex, that's it, point, lengthen. Last one, point, flex, point, lengthen. Well done. Turn the head the other way, so you're pushing your pubic bone down to the mat, drawing the belly in. Yeah. Bend the knee, point, flex the foot, point, lengthen. So try and kind of hover on the kind of upper thigh area. Point, flex, point, lengthen. Point, flex, point, lengthen. Fascinating, the human body, isn't it, though, when you think about it, when you think what actions your joints can do, and actually, how often do you do this? Do you know what I mean? And you wonder why things get stiff. Our joints are supposed to move, and we literally move things in just so much limited movement. 3. Don't get me on my high horse. And 1. Well done. Bend at the knee, and it's good for the old brain power as well.
I think that's where it fails for me. I watched that programme the other night. Did you
On what?
Will I Get Dementia?
Oh no.
Yeah. Thought it sounds like me.
And then just pull the heel in. What do they think that, well, some of it's hereditary, isn't it?
Yeah. But it was, they did some experiments, and near the end they put them in this it was like a mobile thing that parks in a car park. But it was like a living space.
And then switch, yeah.
And they had to put headphones on.
Yeah.
And they weren't allowed to ask the question after he'd explained the rules. And it was like, with like flashing lights and noise and everything going on, it was like you couldn't...
And then come to your side, guys.
You didn't know how to do it.
Lift up that bottom waist, really lengthen the bottom
and
hand.
it kept bumping into it.
And then lift.
And they were getting right a bit and it was weird, because I thought, I bet that's awful to feel like that.
Oh yeah.
That you can't control what's going on and you can't understand. It was like they'd forgotten how to do simple things because there were all this noise and background stuff going on. But that's how it is for somebody that's got dementia.
Oh,
and it's frightening.
Yeah.
Frightening.
Yeah. Oh, it's a terrible illness, isn't it?
She died. She's Pauline Quirk. Did you see that yesterday?
No.
She's got dementia.
That's shit.
She's retired from acting, and she announced yesterday she's been
died, didn't she, not so long ago?
Far into it, I think it hadn't been diagnosed
Hold.
straight away.
Circle.
I just think about her in Birds of a Feather all
Yeah, she was great, wasn't
the
she?
time. Yeah.
Circle the other way.
But they met a couple, and she were a teacher. And the thing that
And then bring in.
alerted her to it was that she's always been able to, no matter how many she has in a class, know everybody's name. And she got to a point where she couldn't remember half the people.
Oh,
So
and
she's
then onto your
actually-
back, guys, just to... Have you seen that film Still Alice with Julianne Moore?
No.
Oh, watch it, it's really, really good.
Is that dementia?
Yeah, so Still Alice, so basically, I'm Still Alice. Do you know what I mean? She was a professor. I don't know if it was based on a true story, I can't remember. But she was a professor, really quite high, you know, highly intelligent, very articulate, and I think sometimes when you get it young, it can progress really quickly, and hers did. So she started writing everything down, it was such a good film, but heartbreaking. And then just bring it across.
It frightened me really, I think.
Martin keeps saying he's going to start doing crosswords and Sudoku.
You've got to try and keep your brain active.
Yeah.
That they showed you brains and they showed you a healthy brain. And the proper cutting into brains and looking at everything that happens. And an unhealthy brain were like the parts were missing as though it disintegrated.
Yeah. Well, certain parts of your brain feed certain parts of your body, don't they? And then lengthen.
All I can think is when I had that thing with her and they told me that I'd got brain atrophy, which is so that's me
Shrinking.
I've got dementia.
You haven't.
That's me that's going to get it though, isn't it? Because I am crap with my memory now. I have to write a lot of stuff down, if otherwise I'll just forget it.
Some of it's age, and I sometimes think with my mum, I get a bit worried about my mum sometimes, but then I just think some of it's boredom. She forgets, do you know what I mean? Like I went down yesterday and she repeated the conversation that she'd had with me the day before on the phone about going out for dinner. And she does that a lot, and I have to kind of say, oh yeah, I know, Mum. But then I think, oh, I'll just listen to her. And then no.
Maybe that's my dad. I don't know. I worry about him because he's really. And I think now I have a lot of conversations with my dad where he just interrupts mid-flow
Oh, my mum.
and talks about something different, not what I've talked about. And I think
My mum does that. She never asks how you are. She just tells you how she is. Yeah. I think that's just a sign of age, isn't it?
I mean, I know he's old. He's 87, isn't he?
3, 2, and 1, and then bring it in. I thought it was fab when I came for that massage.
Well, it's not
For his
very
age.
old like that.
No,
No,
he's
he doesn't.
good. He's really mobile.
Yeah, he's good in that way. I think it's just, and I think that's because he spends a lot of time just in telewatching, which is makes you a bit brain dead, doesn't it?
Depends what you're watching, I guess. And then come and then push away.
Well, it's just a bit depressing, isn't it? Sometimes.
Well, it is what they're, my mum, yeah.
News and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
he watches a lot on weird channels, things that I wouldn't want to watch at all. Bloody car things and dump trucks and stuff, and I says, what have you got on here? Oh, it's this channel, you want to watch it? I says, no. I don't think so.
You should take a leaf out of my book and then come on every morning about 7. I'll get my cup of coffee and then I just put YouTube on of some amazing place.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it was pack sauce and anti-pack sauce in Greece today. There's nothing like an aquamarine ocean to cheer you up. I even sent it to Mason's girlfriend, this villa that we're staying in Greece. That she's coming over to join us.
Oh shit.
And I thought I'd cheer you up on her, because it was miserable this morning. It's lovely.
Yeah,
now.
well. It would
And
do.
she just sent me one back, she went, get me there now. And then just pulled in. Martin were laughing and went, oh great, Abs is joining us. I thought we were supposed to be trying to get rid of our kids. Now we're just taking an extra one.
When is that? Your summer holiday?
Summer, yeah.
Are you all going again then?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you haven't got rid of Mason yet.
No.
I thought they'd stop going, but I think it's quite nice. So I told you that last year, didn't I?
It's nice until you get your visa bill in, and it's not nice. And then starting now, I'm only kidding. Do you know what? I watched this little, if you ever do, if you get a bit fed up, guys, so I don't know, you probably do it already, guys, but I watched this one on Paxos this morning, and it were a Greek man who'd actually emigrated when he was 15. Because he said Paxos, well, you can imagine the little island off of Corfu.
Yeah.
You know, there were no money, so he emigrated at 15 to America. Oh, it was brilliant. I really enjoyed it. And he'd come with his, and he said, this is my granddaughter. She was about 10 or 11. She was absolutely beautiful. And he's like, she's my favourite. And he was taking us around Paxos, and he said, do you know what? The older you get, he said, money, you need enough money to buy yourself a house, a car to get around with, and enough money to buy your friends drinks. Other than that, you don't need anything else. And I'm like, yes. Oh, and to go on holiday, obviously. And then just come onto your backs, guys, onto your roller. If you've not got a roller at home, or you don't want to use it today, that's absolutely fine. But just make sure always that the head is on that roller. I know I harp on about that a lot, but it's just you don't want the head to fall off. So you want to think about, just place your hands on your rib cage and take your middle finger and just let them touch. And then as you breathe in, let your ribs come up and out. And your fingertips should come apart. And then as you out breath, push your rib cage back in. And that's basically it. Yeah, so try and keep the ribs there. Little chin to chest. Think about your belly button. So draw the belly button away from the t-shirt. Bring your right leg up to tabletop. And bring your left leg up. And then we're just going to try and maintain that tiny little gap underneath the lumbar spine. But it's more important that your ribs kind of don't start to flail up and out. And then just take the left leg forward and then back to centre. And the right leg. And the left. And the right. And the left. My mum keeps saying she's going to sign herself into a home.
Would you want to go in a, you see my dad's adamant he's not going in a home.
I've brought an architect to see if he can build onto our house.
You said that before.
Yeah, and he hasn't rung me back, I don't know why, because he's lovely. I need to send him another one. But we have to have a separate annex. We can't actually join onto the house because of the thoroughfare. Do you know what I mean? We need to be able to get access to the back. So it'd have to be. I don't know. I feel like I'm abandoning her. But then I was chatting to someone yesterday and she said her friend's parents have gone in and they absolutely love it. There's one on there's one just near Soldier. There's loads apparently near you, Kirsty, but there's one on near Soldier's Field. Diane said, oh my god, it's like a 5-star hotel. They've got a beauty salon, you know, like hair salon. Should be stunning, but I thought that's going to be
How much is it?
super expensive, I bet.
That's a problem, isn't it?
Yeah. 4 more. 4.
Oh, my dad's adamant, no home.
3. I think in some ways it'd be really lovely in relation to company.
Oh, I do.
Don't you? But then I'd feel like I were abandoning my mum. Ugh! And then gently down. I feel like my whole body needs some WD-40 today. I think it's because I've been doing my wardrobes. And then just do some nice little pelvic tilts, releasing that back. And let's just see what our little open neck's doing. So give yourself that little chin to chest. Just go easy. Always make your turn kind of quite small at first. Don't force it. And then we're just going left to right. I was going to take my mum for dinner tonight, but I've got a one-to-one at 6, and then I've got I forgot, you know, for CPD, I've got a sports massage Zoom link. It's all about new techniques to release people's lower back, which I thought would be really interesting. So I'll take it on Friday instead. And then let's do our lovely shoulder work, guys. So let's take our right arm up to ceiling. Just feel like that right shoulder blade's hugging. Keep the elbow nice and sort of, well, pretty much locked really. And then just slide the hand up towards the ceiling. So protract your shoulder blade away and retract it down. Protract and retract. Protract, retract, then protract and rotate, and then rotate back and retract. So when I protract, my thumb's facing me, and then I turn my hand to face my thumb towards my foot, then back again and retract. 2 more. And then down, and then the other side, so protract and retract. Protract, retract, protract, retract, protract, rotate, rotate back and retract. Kirsty, will you ask Izzy, darling, if she had any good revision techniques? Finn were really upset he didn't do as well, he didn't do well at all really in his mock, and he was upset because he said the knowledge is there, which I'm pretty sure it is, but I think it's exam technique for A-level, and then both together. But yeah, we were really upset, bless him. I said, don't worry, you started 3 weeks into the term, it's just getting used to exam techniques. So he's getting reassessed again on the 10th of Feb, so he really wants to do well. So I just wondered if Izzy had any. It was on coasts and on coasts, like coastlines, like physical geography, and then circle and I don't know, diverse places or something. I don't understand geography, I didn't do it.
Is that what I wanted to do?
Well,
Geography.
he did biology first and decided he wanted to switch to geography.
I'm pretty rubbish at that.
Well, I hope he does well in his economics because he said he thought he did great. 3, 2, and he's just disorganised.
Is he a bit nervous?
And then gently down. And then come off, he's just got a fuzzy head, I think. And then, you know, his head just doesn't switch off. And then come back down, guys. Obviously get off your roller much more gently and daintily than I did then. And then just sometimes after you've been on the roller, it's really nice just to kind of lie. I'm just going to take this sweatshirt off for a second. It's really nice just to lie down on the mat. And often when you've, you know, the muscles around the traps, we've got 17 muscles that kind of fit into the shoulder blade, obviously the traps being the bigger one, but they can sometimes feel like they're just a bit stuck, so hopefully that's released in. You should feel like the shoulder blades are nice and relaxed. Yeah, you've got a nice neutral spine. We're just going to do a little bit more core, so we're just going to we're going to take our hands and interlink our fingers.
I was dying last week when I did this.
Well, yeah, your elbows nice and wide. Chin towards the chest, just draw the navel in towards the spine, push the rib cage down, and then we're just lifting and lowering. Lift and lower. Lift. I've got to be really good eating this next 4 weeks. Martin's lost nearly 3 stone.
Has he?
Yeah.
Oh my God, what's he doing?
Not eating. No, just not being a pig.
That's good.
Oh, he's slimmer than me in South Africa, mate. And 8. I thought if he's making an effort, I better be good. This next 4 weeks, I can eat one and eat lots. For 5, 4.
Does it feel better?
Yeah, it looks so much better. It just needs to do some strength work. He's kind of lost a bit of strength. Do you know what I mean? His shoulders and stuff. He's got no excuse, Serena, has he? I keep telling him I'll do a 1-to-1. 3, 2, 1, and then just gently down. And just keep your hands there to support your head, or take your hands out to capital T. I'm just going to keep mine there today. My neck just needs a bit of support. And then just take the knees together, and then just take the knees in one direction, gently head in the other, and back to centre, and the other way. And again. And he's like the food police though with Finn, you know, like when people stop smoking and they become a bit loving, and he's like, Finn's like, I'm starving. He's like, you had a pizza an hour ago. I'm like, leave him alone.
It's growing.
It's growing, exactly. And for 4. 3. Oh, this feels nice. 2. And last 1. And then let's just do, just before we finish, that's gone quick, that's because we've been yabbering out, we haven't put you off, guys. And then just, I won't invite her in. And then just lengthen through the front of the chest, just place your feet firmly into the mat. Let's keep our knees hip distance apart, let's take a lovely inhale. And then just imagine you squashing a grape underneath the lumbar spine, and you're peeling your spine away, sending the middle of the foot into the mat, coming up into your bridge position, taking a beautiful in-breath, and slowly lower. Oh, I love bridge. And I'm just going to take my hands like this, guys, just because I just feel like I need a bit of a stretch through my pecs. But feel free to keep your hands on the ground, or by your side, should I say, and then come back up again. Again, take a beautiful in-breath. Slowly down. Gorgeous. 2 more. And last one. If your arms are like mine, guys, just bring your hands back down to the side of you, and just take a little, just really feel like you're elongating your right knee, so you're pushing your right knee and your right hip forward. Well, your hip kind of comes up and the knee goes forward, and then 2 more, 1 on each side, just to really get that hip. And then take an inhale, and slowly down to the floor, and cross your ankles, bring your knees into chest. I need to order something better from Nails Yard, you know, I might have to let you run me through it again.
They launched the new year, didn't they, the other day?
Did they?
I didn't watch the Zoom thing.
I didn't.
Some new products coming in there. It's really a lot about skincare.
Just across
facial.
1 more, yeah.
For New Year.
Alright.
Self into gear. I did a few bits before Christmas.
Did you?
Well, I like even though I buy neon sometimes, I like
The candles.
no, the reed thing.
Oh, yeah.
I love the balancing one, I buy it all the time. I just buy a refill. Because I think it's about 10 quid cheaper than buying full thing again.
Yeah. Yeah, it just smell lovely, that balancing.
And the balancing one I really like.
And then onto your front. And we'll just do 2 rolling cats. So take the hips in one direction, round the hips in the other dip. And the other way. And then just into a cow. Try and make the conversation slightly happier next week, guys. Not dementia and and then turn the hips up nice and high, take the heels towards the ground.
I think it's just me and you, Dad.
And then one at a time. It's funny, Chris, who does my recordings every week, she'll occasionally text me and says, I love it when you talk about restaurants. And then back, or give me a film or something. Please don't talk about death, Joe. And then gently back up. Thank you, my lovelies. It did seem to go very, very, very quick though today, I've got to say.